Hey there, I'm Kenzie. Welcome back to another one of my crochet vlogs. Today is going to be a little bit more of a cozy crochet because I'm just going to go through and see how much I can make in a week, because I do have another craft fair coming up and I want to make some bigger stock items. So I want you guys to come with me as I go through and come up with new ideas. I've been making some of the same things for my last crochet show and markets and stuff, and I just wanted to break out of my shell and kind of create something new, just so I have a little bit more like hold on my creativity, come up with something. So I do want to start with a yarn haul because I did get a big package of it in, so it's been giving me some inspiration as I've been going about it. So I do want to go through that with you guys. So the first thing I bought a bunch of yarn from Walmart because they were having a huge sale. It was like buy two get two free or something. It was crazy. So I bought a bunch of yarn from Walmart. So I have these. This one I already started pulling out of it. They're really beautiful. What is the colorway? Sutherland stripe, but it's like a lagoony color. So I just finished my hexagon pullover. If you guys have been following me over on TikTok, you've seen that I finished that. It's like an old whip I had, and it inspired me to make another hexagon cardigan. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is make a traditional hexagon cardigan. So maybe we can get that done in this video. I don't know, but that's my first thing I wanna do. And then I got a bunch of cotton yarn, just because it's getting into spring and summertime. Make some more tops and bags and such. So I got this really pretty sage green color. I got, what is this color? What are you? Okay, I don't know the color name, but it's a really pretty like tan, and it's got like speckles in it. I thought this would make a really cute market bag, bookish bags. I think they're really pretty. So I got those. And then I saw these really fun springy colors. There's like a little bit of like that salmony color in with the pink and the white beach top, and then I got two of these. Spring blue stripes. I mean, it's spring and I love blue, so I'm probably going to make a summer top with this as well, because this works up really pretty. If you've never worked with the peaches and cream stripes to make a top, oh, it is so cute. It gives this like bohemian like stripe to your cups and everything. Gorgeous. So I think that's where these are gonna go, is to another top. I saw these. I got 3 of them because they're such a pretty color. They only had 3. I would have gotten 4, but they only had 3. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with them yet, but maybe we can figure it out. Look how pretty. Get some browns and some reds and stuff in there with the tans. It's like a neutral, but with like a pop. Super cute. So maybe you guys can help me figure out what I'm gonna do with that. The next one I do have a plan for is this. It's some Bernat blanket yarn, but I found it in this like tweed color. And for my market, I noticed that like in the area that I live, there's a lot of farms and such, and they were gravitating to this one booth that had a bunch of plushies, so chickens. I think I'm gonna attempt to make chickens. I've never like loved amigurumi, but I bought it, so now I have to do it, right? It's an excuse to actually try. I've made some things in the past. I've made a few stuffed animals for like my brother and stuff, and it's just never been my favorite thing. Garments have been more, you know, comfortable and fun for me. Like I want to start working on my garment project, you know, but like I never really get into amigurumi. I'm like, oh, I have to finish it. So this is gonna be one of the big things on my list that I do want to get into, is making it with Bernat blanket yarn, because I'm assuming it goes by quicker, so we're gonna try that. And the last thing I got was these super saver jumbos. They're in this like speckly pattern. My original plan was to make the chickens out of this, and then I found this one, and it's obviously bigger and it's fluffy, so we're gonna use that one. So I'm not sure what I want to use these for yet, but I got 2 of those. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I don't think I'm gonna get to these in this video, so I will take your suggestions on what I should do. But I think the thing we're gonna start with, I want to start with the cardigan, but like, look how pretty this is, and there's only 2 of these, so I'm probably gonna start with this one, to be honest, because these will go by fast. But for right now, I'm gonna make a summer top. So I'm not done yet, but I wanted to show you guys, look what I was talking about. Look at the stripes on these cups. They're so cute. And I decided to try a new stitch on the bottom. So it's like gonna be like these waves because it's blue, and I was like, it needs something special because this looks so gorgeous on the top that I want it to be like waves on the bottom. So I'm trying a new stitch. I got a book with a bunch of stitches in it, and this was like the simple wave, whatever, but I'm trying it with the variegated yarn, and it's starting to look really pretty. So I will update you guys once I'm finished with this, but it's working out pretty quick, so. Okay, so I finished this one. I'm debating if I want to add more rows to it, but I ran out of yarn. But I love the top. Like, look at this. That's so gorgeous. This one is a little bit more ruffly than the other ones I've been making. I do love the stitch pattern here. Look at that. It's like little waves, and I like that it's a little more ruffly because then it's like flowing out. So I'm really happy with this one. Okay, now that this is done, I really love it. Look at how ruffly it is on the bottom. It's super cute. I'm loving these ocean colors. So now that we have this one done, I want to use this yarn to make a hexagon cardigan. So depending on how long that's gonna take, I know I have a few of these. I have like 4 of these, I think. But I wanted, the last one I made was a pullover. I'm sure you guys saw it on my TikTok, it's over there. But I wanted a regular cardigan. So I think this colorway is gonna look really cute for spring. So that's gonna be the next project I'm gonna work on. So let's get started. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm in the mood today to keep moving, you know, keep myself moving. I always feel more productive when I'm like moving, keeping myself moving. So I don't know, I was kind of in a slump, you know. I started it and then I was like, I don't know what I want to do. So I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna go walk on the treadmill. I brought my project bag with me. So we're gonna work on some crochet while we're there, don't worry. But I feel like today I need to be moving to be productive. So we're going to the gym. Hey guys, it's the next day and I've made some big progress over the evening. I did make quite a bit. So I made this one panel and I am very close to finishing the second panel for the hexagon cardigan. I did want to kind of go over with you guys what I'm doing to sew up the edges. So I finished this side and I did 20 rows from the center out. So it's like a L now because I sewed it together. So it should have 6 sides. So from the beginning you have 6 granny clusters and then I just work it out in this panel. I folded it in half and then on the last row I joined as you go on the top there. You can kind of see where they meet. So in between each stitch I slip stitched into the top. So then I have that sleeve section here, you guys can see. So this is one half and then I'm working on this half now too. So to kind of show you what I just explained, I worked around every single last side of my 20 rows and I'm going to work this row all the way down but slip stitch in between each of these rows. So I have my last row yet here. You can kind of see I'm working on my way down. So I'm going to join as you go all the way down to here and then I'll have 2 panels and then I'll be done with the 2 sides. So the next thing I'm going to do once I have both sides is I'm going to make 3 extra rows in the back of granny stitch across. So I'm going to take this side and only in the back I'm going to do 3 rows, so then it's wider, so then when you wear it it's kind of like the sweatshirt, so it kind of hangs in the front open and then the back is all set up and good. So that's what I'm going to do here. Once I get those 3 rows, I'm going to do the same join that I did on the top in the back, so then they'll be connected. And then after that, I'm going to add a little bit of length to the bottom, I think. It just needs to be a little bit longer. It's hitting me like a little bit past my waist, but I want it to be like under my butt. I want it to be pretty big. So I'm going to add a few rows in the bottom and then extend the sleeves a little bit. It's not too far off of my hand, you can kind of see. I'm really liking these colors too, but I want to add a few more rows and then I'm going to decrease a little bit. I think that's going to look good, like poofy. And then make a little cuff on the end. Not sure what I'm going to do for that, but that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to finish joining this one because the panels are not joint yet. And then I'm going to connect them up in the back and then I'm gonna add a few rows in the bottom. So that's what I'm gonna be working on right now, and then I'll meet you guys up with some progress. I'm sure I'll show you guys as I'm working on it too, but it did take me quite a while to get here, so I'm actually really happy with these colors. Look how pretty! I live near a lake now, so these are like prime lake colors, you know, like lagoony colors. Beautiful. So I'm gonna go listen to my audiobook and crochet. I will see you guys in a little bit. This is how far we've gotten. I did put 4 rows in the back to give it that wide neck up here, you can see. So I think I'm gonna add a few more rows to the bottom just so I can go under my butt all the way. So maybe like 4 more rows. And then these sleeves are really wide, so I'm wanting to maybe decrease a little bit and then cinch it up near my wrist. But I'm really loving how it looks so far. Woo. Hi, it's the next day. And look, she's finished. I just made a TikTok with the finished product and it looks so gorgeous. Look at this. Woo. This took me like 3 days to finish, but totally worth it. So my favorite part, I cinched it in here. So I added like 3 more rows of the double crochet, and then I added a bunch of single crochet to like cinch it in. So it's like a poof sleeve. And then did the same thing on the sides. They're like matching. And then here on the cuffs, I just did a row of single crochet first on top of these granny clusters. And then I went in and did a stitch 1 single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, so this doesn't stretch out as much. So I do need to block it because it's stiff, you can see. But after blocking, I'm hoping it'll be, you know, pretty straight, stay like this because it's gorgeous. I'm kind of debating whether I want to put pockets on it or not, but we love her. Look at this. Fits perfectly right under my butt, just like I liked. Very oversized, very chic. So I think I'm calling this the Lake Life hexagon cardigan. I think that's what I'm gonna do because it's the beautiful colors of the lake that I live near. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I might do a tutorial on it, but I know there's already a lot of tutorials for the hexagon cardigan out there. It's just my few little tweaks on it. And I didn't really follow a pattern. Like I said before, it's just 6 around a magic ring, 6 granny clusters, and then you kind of work outward and fold it in half for the sleeves on either side. And then for all of the joins, like for up here on the join, and for the back, I did just the join as you go, so you can kind of see the slip stitch there. But it's very seamless once it's finished, so I really enjoy that. And then the sleeves I kind of just freehanded here because they were pretty much long enough. You can kind of see it's pretty much long enough here. I just had to add like 3 rows, and then I decreased for the cuffs. But I think it turned out super cute. All right, so for our next project, we're going to the yarn stash. Ta-da! All of my yarn. So, let's see. I want to make a bucket hat. I've seen bucket hats all over the place, and I've never made one. And I have some leftover yarn. Let's see, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Might use the blue one. I have some leftover yarn, so I'm gonna try that. Actually, I'm gonna take both of these and then we'll figure it out. Okay, so I think I have a dilemma. I wanna make a bucket hat in this color, but I don't think there's enough. Like, how cute would that be? The cute green and the little yellow that's in there, that would be gorgeous. I think I'm gonna try it anyway and see how it works out. Worst comes to worst, I'll add like a white border around the outside maybe. I mean, I have this one and this one's definitely gonna be enough, but I want it in green. I want it in green. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now. I think I'm gonna look up a pattern. Whatever one I find, I'll link it in the description. So if you guys wanna make it too, then you can make it with me because I've never made one before. So I do need a pattern for this one. So let's get into it. Ta-da! I've never made a bucket hat before, but I'm liking it. I'm liking the pattern. The pattern that she gave, it was like a little bit more ruffly, you know? So I just decreased a little less and it kind of evened it out, made it a little more flare instead of ruffle. So I'm liking that. It's really cute. I did run out of the green though. So I have some cream on the bottom, but I think it still looks really cute. See, I would have preferred the green anyway, you know, I'm like the blue would be fine, but the green is better, you know. It matches my eyes. It's actually way brighter than my eyes, but whatever, green's my color. So we finished this one and we finished the cardigan and the top. It's not as much as I thought I was gonna get done this week, but it was a big cardigan. So the first thing we did this week was make this guy, my little ocean wave top. I really love this stitch. I think I'm gonna use this on another color too. I have that pink one that I got from my yarn haul at the beginning of the video that I might make one of these in pink because this is just so cute. Look at it, it looks like a little shell in the back with the ombre of the yarn, so cute. So we did that. And the other small project was the hat. And our big one that took me like 3 days was this cardigan. It's like 2 sizes bigger than my size just because I wanted it oversized. So I still have to block it. So maybe in the next video, I'll show you guys after it's blocked because I'm guessing after it's blocked that the sleeves will be a little bit longer, this will straighten out, and then this will be even longer. But I'm really liking the way it's fitting. This did take a while, so I'm not too harsh on myself because I got the coolest sweater. So that is it for this video, you guys. If you liked this video and you want to see more of my content, please subscribe. It helps out the channel. I'd be so grateful for it. Hit that bell too to get notified when I post. Usually all of my videos come out on Mondays at 11 a.m. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.